Startup Podcast PH is co-produced by Simph, One CFO, Y Spaces, Credit Hero, Tiwala, Geek Genius, School Tech by Edfolio, and Red Circle Global. Check out their partners in the description.
Welcome sa Startup Podcast PH, inspiring more Filipino entrepreneurs and innovators. Live tayo ngayon dito sa Mariano Marcos State University TBI in Batac, Ilocos Norte to interview their startup incubatees. We have Padalan Workshop, creative production enterprise specializing in handcrafted products and customized fabrication. And we have the founder and owner, Ederlyn M. De Los Santos. Hello, Ederlyn. Kamusta?
Hello, sir. I'm doing great.
And balita ko, kakagraduate mo lang 1 week ago.
Yes.
Ayun. So we have a student startup incubatee, but actually, the business is good and looking to sustain it pa, after you graduate. Actually, you graduated na nga, pero into the moving forward. And actually, may something special sa inyong ginagawa. So I let you do the introduction, Ederlyn, So ano nga ba, Ederlyn, ang Padalan Workshop?
Padalan Workshop is a handcrafted accessories brand from Lawag City, Ilocos Norte that focuses on personalization, sustainability, and local craftsmanship. So we create products like scrunchies, tote bags, pouches, bookmarks, headbands, and other soon accessories that is integrated by upcycled fabrics and Inabel textiles. Some of our materials come from discarded fabrics, from dressmakers, excess textile scraps, and pre-loved clothes that are often discarded but is still valuable. Ayun po. And yun.
Ayun. So yun yung something special, But actually, tatlo yung sinabi mo First, by the way, andito sa ating background yung ilan sa kanilang mga product. Meron ditong tote bag, Inabel pouch, scrunchie. But yung three, ang ganda nung tatlong sinabi mo na parang concepts na integrated dito kay Padalan Workshop. First, customized. So it's not just, kumbaga may touch of beauty, may touch of personal, flavor, kumbaga, dun sa products na na-design. Second, sustainable kasi these are upcycled, Galing nga siya sa mga discarded or mga napabayaan na or kumbaga tinapon na or na fabric but pwede pang i-reuse, And third, yung local.
Yes.
Example yung Inabel pouch. Inabel is actually a weaving pattern design here in Ilocos. So, ang ganda na nako-combine yung tatlong yun.
Yes.
Maybe isa-isahin natin. Himay-himayan natin yan. Let's start with yung customized. So, bakit ito yung napiling puntahan? Kumbaga, you can just manufacture tote bags, ganyan, make tote bags. And by the way, handcrafted ito, So, bakit may specialty, kumbaga, sa custom design, custom beauty, custom touch?
So, one of the things na are differentiate yung Padalan aside from its competitors is yung ayun nga po, customization. Kasi yung nakikita ko po kasi, na-i-connect siya sa sustainability where I upcycle. Yung nakikita ko po rin kasi is, there is too much textile waste that ends up in the landfill due to fast fashion. And I want to do the opposite. I want to make slow fashion. And ayun, naisip ko customization para aside from slow production, makukuha rin ng mga customers ko yung talagang gusto nilang design.
In today's digital world, your organization needs more than just technology. It needs a strategic partner. At Simph, we build web and mobile apps that drive innovation for startups, enterprises, and organizations worldwide. Visit simph.co today.
Still filling out loan applications for your business? Yeah, thought so.
Save your time. Grow your business. With Credit Hero, one online application gets you loan offers from multiple lenders. Apply for a business loan now. Visit credithero.com.
Tsaka sa fast fashion kasi, well, hindi naman natin ino-oppose totally, pero naging practice, I know this kasi I'm an industrial engineer, yung kumbaga, push supply. Gawa ng damit with the same design, same pattern to make the cost efficient para at scale. Pero pag ang laki ng supply, ang dami na nasasayang.
Opo.
You're doing the opposite.
Yes.
Somehow pull siya na merong custom na gusto yung someone or maybe yung market, yung demand, and then magde-design kayo based nga sa mga upcycled na materials to fulfill that demand. So may pagka-slow siya, but in that sense, hindi nag-overproduce. Right?
Opo. Oo.
Ayun.
So I also make sure na quality rin po yung naproproduce. So ayokong yung fast production para yung binibili nila maglalast long talaga siya. And fun fact, sir, we just introduced our new innovation which we call Padalan Custom Bar. So Padalan Custom Bar is an interactive on-the-spot sewing experience where customers can design their own accessories and watch us sew it to live. Like right in front of them,
Ang ganda nun,
makikita nila yung process.
Saan yan? Saan?
We are currently po kasi yung pop-ups pa lang po and trade fair events. So depende lang po kung meron opportunities and doon namin ini-implement yung Padalan Custom Bar.
Wow, ang ganda nun Padalan Custom Bar. Tsaka pwede yun pag talagang sikat na, no? Padalan Workshop or Padalan Custom Bar is visiting, let's say, San Nicolas or Batak or Lawag, ganyan. And then, pop-up sa plaza or whatever. And then,
Actually, meron na rin po kaming national event noon ng DOST. And we participated.
saan?
Yung NSTW dyan po sa Lawag City Centennial. And we are one of the merchants. And first implementation namin on a national event. And it was such a successful event. Kasi natuwa sila.
Tsaka kumbaga, you're selling stuff, products, items. And you're also, which is amazing, selling the experience of watching paano tinatahe, paano ginagawa.
Dinedesign din nila.
Oo. And may interaction, may interactiveness sa design. Siguro, magpakita lang tayo sa camera ng isa, maybe yung tote bag, parang maganda si tote bag. Or ito si Inabel. Inabel tote bag to, no? Kasi Inabel din yung design niya. So, para lang mas makita sa video, no? Ayan. Hindi mo nga iisipin na upcycled to eh. Parang totally, siya, no?
Hindi, yung some parts of it lang, sir, is upcycled. So, gumagamit pa rin po kami ng bagong raw materials. And then, we also integrate yung mga scrap fabrics parts of it.
So, which part here yung...
For example, for here, sir, yung mga lining niya, ganun. Out of mga textile scraps
So,
po.
this, magkano yung ganito? Bumili. O nag-live selling.
Our products starts from 450 to 500 yung mga tote bags, sir.
Parang siyang fashion item, no?
Yeah.
Ganun yung style niya. So, 450, may na dyan. Sino magawa?
Wow.
Pero, yeah. Tsaka, by the way, sa third concept naka-incorporate nga din yung local culture dito, no? So, aesthetic and may Ilocos pride sa
ayun.
Sige.
Cultural
Isa pang item, maybe, yung scrunchie siguro. Itong scrunchie, upcycled yung...
po.
Hindi. Pero,
Out of Inabel fabric.
Inabel fabric to.
Opo, Inabel.
So, if I may ask, saan kayo kumukuha nung Inabel fabric?
Mga direct weavers po.
Like sa Paway? Like sa...
Depende po. Kung anong... Meron din po sa Sarat, ganun. Depende kung alin yung gusto kong design na ino-offer ng mga weavers.
And by the way, since custom, so yung pattern na to, kumbaga, you utilize na yung pattern na meron sila?
Hindi pa po, sir.
O pwede magpa-customize ng pattern? Or...
Hindi po nagpapa-customize ng pattern.
Okay.
Depende lang po sa available na ino-offer ng mga weavers.
Pero yung isang interview kanina, no, yung si Ilocandi and Weave, no? So, pwedeng somehow ma-shoutout sa Ilocandi and Weave. Kasi sila, they they create patterns, aesthetic patterns through mathematics for Ilocano weavers. So,
Opo.
pwedeng makakapag-customize sort of dun.
Soon, sir. Pero dun din po kami kumukuha ng inabel din sa
Oo.
kanila, sir.
Okay,
Kasi
okay.
maganda talaga yung
Maganda
designs
nga
nila.
actually. Oo. Surprise nga ako eh. Kasi first time ko hindi ko first time sa Ilocos, pero first time kong well, I travel kasi around the country. Nakita ko na yung mga weaving sa ibang lugar. Na-surprise ako na ang ganda nung dito sa Ilocos. It's, it's masterful. Yun din sabi ko kanina sa interview. Masterful siya actually. Anyway, puntahan natin yung second concept dito, no? Yung sustainable, upcycling. So, why choose that path? Bakit yun yung na-incorporate na concept sa Padalan Workshop? And paano siya ina-embody or pina-practice?
Ayun po, nung nag-start po kasi yung Padalan, sir, I was a previous dressmaking student, sir. And nung nag-start po ako during the pandemic, ginamit ko po yung discarded fabrics from my dressmaking school, yung mga sobra po noon. And I transform it into a new product along with yung mga tinatapon na mga damit ng mga kapitbahay namin. Isa rin po sa mga transform ko na new product, which is yung scrunchie. And then I just randomly posted it online. And then nagustuhan ng mga customers surprisingly. And then doon na po nag-start na na-enjoy kong magawa. And fast forward, I decided to incorporate that since doon naman din nag-start yung Padalan. And yung nakikita ko po kasi na problem, environmental problem is, ayun nga po, in textile waste na nag-end up sa landfill. So I want to be part of it, to do circular economy practices and help or contribute in SDG 12, yung responsible production and consumption.
Nung panahon na yun, so by the way, you're an entrep graduate, no? Ba't nag-dressmaking? You also took a course ba sa dressmaking or was it a sideline?
Noong junior high school, sir, sa vocational school ko po, I took dressmaking. Pero nung bata pa lang ako, sir, I really love sewing already. I love sewing dresses for my dolls. So that also made me dream of becoming a fashion designer, pero reality hits. I have to be practical kasi yung financial constraints, my parents couldn't support me to send me to the dressmaking school, fashion design school.
But since nag-entrepreneurship ka, here sa MSU?
Opo.
So, and you have that love for sewing, fashion, pwede mo makombine yan. And yung Padalan Workshop na.
Kasi I also want to have my own boutique, sir. So, doon ako nagkaroon ng idea na what if i-pursue ko yung entrepreneurship para mag-combine, para hindi lang iisa yung skill or knowledge or background na meron ako. Kaya
you're from here in Batak ba? Abangan ko yung butik ka na or meron na ba? Or,
sa Lawag, sir. Wala
Lawag,
pa po. Pero looking forward, sir, manifesting.
And pwedeng dun yung yung interactive experience, the bar, the sewing
custom bar. Oo.
Anyway, balikan ko lang yung kanina, no? So, when you were young, you were, senior high, nagde-dressmaking. Bakit mo piniling gamitin yung discarded fabrics nga? I mean, to be practical, nagtitipid ka ba or something? Or nung panahon pa lang ba na yun, you have that thing for circular economy already?
Wala pa po, sir. Kasi nung pandemic, I am so broke. Walang pera or pang-capital. So, yung nakita ko yung mga discarded fabrics, nag-transform lang ako. And di ko naman din po in-expect na bibilihin nila. Tapos doon na slowly nakapag-ipon ng pang-capital, I bought a raw material and tuloy-tuloy na pong nag-grow.
Yeah, tsaka kumbaga nag-start sa practicality pero apparently may mission. Kumbaga may SDG goal nga rin. And then it's also a good thing naman na ma-align. The third concept, yung local, ayan. So yeah, the designs could have been walang touch of Ilocano culture. You could have made like other designs. So, and also, since these are local patterns, local fabrics, nasusuportahan yung mga local Ilocano livelihoods dito. So, why incorporate the locality sa inyong products?
I fell in love with Inabel nung sir. Yeah. Tinitignan ko ang gaganda ng patterns nila. And dun nahanap din ng heart ko that I want to preserve that cultural heritage. I don't want it to die kasi yun nga, yung common problem is our cultural heritage is slowly dying. So I want to be part of that solution. Kaya, ayun, I want my target customers to appreciate Inabel as much as I do.
Ikaw yung ano, ikaw yung answer sa question namin kanina dun sa interview. Sa mga nakikinig na to, pakinggan mo yung interview with Ilocandia Anli weave pattern. Kasi, ang question dun kanina, parang nabanggit yung initiatives ng Philippine Textile Research Industry to revive meaning medyo nagtatone down na yung textile industry sa buong Pilipinas and maybe also in Ilocos, medyo nagtatone down na siya. So, isang sa mga ginagawa ni Ilocandia Anli, so i-connect natin dun, is to introduce more patterns para mas aesthetic or mas may variety, kumbaga. And I think, may problem pa rin sa parang commercial, yung bibilihin ba siya ng mga tao. And ngayon, lumalabas ang sagot, may Gen Z ka, no?
Opo,
I think.
Gen
So,
Z.
Gen Z. Parang yun papaano natin mapapabili yung mga Gen Z ng weave ng textile, ng fabric, ng damit, ng even tablecloth, cortina, na weave ng mga local artisans, local weavers. And maybe yung combination nga ng personalization, the Gen Z touch, and the bar, actually, that's a very good idea, can bring back, can revive and can connect again the local weaving culture industry to the buyers. Kasi let's admit it, it's an economy, it's an industry. Kailangan ng mabibili, kailangan ng pera.
Opo.
And for it to be sustainable, kailangan may product na nabebenta, may nabibili, paikot yung pera. So, what do you think about that? Na you're actually helping revive the industry through actually connecting the cultural heritage to buyers, what do you think about that? And by the way, ang mga bumibili ba sa iyo ay mga Gen Z ba or mga matatanda ba or ano ba?
Actually, sir, my target market is Gen Zs po talaga and young professionals. And they are also falling in love with Inabel through my design. So, dun nila mas na-appreciate kasi may combination of yung local or cultural heritage with the modern design. Kaya, in some way, nakakatulong
Exactly,
din.
ang ganda nun. Cultural heritage and modern design.
Yes.
What I usually ask to start a podcast for startups, ano yung problem na resolve nyo? Ano yung pain point of customers na resolve nyo? I think yun yung answer But maybe I let you answer pa, no? Ano nga ba yung sa tingin mo, when people buy your products, ano yung nasa-solve sa kanila or ano yung, kumbaga, nasa-satisfy sa kanila na desire? Parang, for some, let's say, clothes, fashion, it can be, kung efficiency ang habol, kung mura ang habol, fast fashion or something. Kung design, luxury, yung mga luxury fashion, dito kayo padala ng workshop, ano sa tingin mo yung nasa-satisfy niya na want ng mga buyers?
Ayun po, yung fast fashion again, very generic yung designs. So, aside from unique din yung designs ko, is mas nagiging unique kasi they can design their own. So, mas nakakapag-resonate sila sa item na binibinili nila. And it also makes them feel good upon purchasing kasi alam nila na nakakapag-contribute din sila sa pag-lessen ng textile waste kasi I was able to give more life sa fabric that is about to be discarded but I gave it a new life. So, that also satisfies them. And ayun, integration of cultural heritage.
So, sakto, no? Yan yung mga Gen Z actually, I believe, parang, they actually are, you guys, di ako Gen Z, are actually, conscious actually, kailangan lang ng right avenue. And maybe I think, isa to manifestation, or pwede maging manifestation na cultural, what did you say kanina? Cultural heritage meets modern design. I think that's really perfect. So now, as a business, paano nga ba siya nag-work? So, ikaw lang ba ang gumagawa? Ikaw lang nagsusu? And paano mo siya binibenta? Saan mo siya quote-unquote minamarket or binibenta? So, paano nag-ooperate yung business?
So, padalan, nag-start siya na ako lang po. Tapos, para sa requirement namin sa entrepreneurship, para makagraduate is to have our business implementation, sir. So, I have to get my team, a team mga kasama. And I had 3 members, sir. And ngayong nakagraduate na, naghihiwalay na po kasi kami kasi we have our own
Ikaw
lives.
nagtatrabaho na.
Oo. So, back to, ako na naman. Ako na naman yung team. Eh, ayun. Tapos, ngayon, sir, through online stores pa lang ako, like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, ako nakakapag-reach sa mga customers ko digitally. And through pop-up events and trade fairs, ayun din po.
Nasa ilan ang followers mo sa IG?
Hundreds pa lang po. No?
Paramihin natin. Promise.
Yes.
Kung pa tayo sa follow.
Please.
Sorry. Pwede yung sorry. Kahit hindi, yung purple.
Purple.
Ang ganda. Promise. Kung ano talaga matutulong ko, sa lahat ng followers and listeners ng Startup Podcast, promise maganda. Follow nyo na sa IG and TikTok. Sige, ano yung IG and
Padalan
TikTok?
workshop all over.
Padalan workshop? Pati sa TikTok?
Opo.
Okay. Meron siyang certain aesthetic. Ito nga yung Gen Z aesthetic feeling ko eh. May pagka-nostalgic siya somehow. Nagulat ako kasi may pamangkin kasi ako mga Gen Z. Actually, hindi nga ito Gen Z, Gen Alpha na ata. Nakikinig na mga Eraserheads, mga ganyan. So, I know na yung mga Gen Z, meron din silang feel for, hindi lang halata. Kasi uso ngayon yung mga 6'7", mga ganyan. Pero may cultural, meron silang they longing for a cultural identity. And I think for some reason, when I see this kind of simple siya, upcycled, which is amazing. Ay, ang ganda pala nung
Zipper.
And aesthetic siya, simple and aesthetic. But at the same time,
functional.
Tsaka may vibes na parang, honestly pag nakikita ko itong mga to, parang akong nasa Filipinianong bahay. Yung, gets mo ba yung sinasabi ko na parang hindi bahay kubo, yung mga lumang bahay na yung bintana yung ginaganon, tapos yung parang if napanood niyo yung movie na I forgot the name, hindi, wag na lang natin banggitin. Basta yung mga, naalala ko na, yung Everyone Knows Everyone, yung talagang naalala ko. Parang kasi yun family, kay Ale Sandra De Rossi, parang medyo modern pero family house. Yung mga old Filipino family house na malaki. Parang, ewan ko, yun yung na-feel ko na when I see this, tsaka yung itong tote bag na ito. Parang it's homey Filipino, So may ganun siyang feels. And, hindi ko alam kung paano, pero sana mapadami natin yung Instagram and TikTok. Kasi I also think na sige, dito na lang. I also think na ang perfect avenue for this, and mas mapush pa nga yung Ilocano weaving culture, is through online stores like Instagram, TikTok, and maybe sa TikTok, no? Mapasikat, mag-trend ka or something. So,
manifesting, sir.
Trust the digital future with Twala. Secure and tamper-proof digital signature. Electronic notarization service. And custom AI agents for intelligent document workflows. Visit twala.io to learn more.
Meet Lala, a freelancer who chose Gig Genius. Unlike many platforms that make freelancers pay just to apply, Gig Genius was built to put skills first, not spending. No pay-to-apply barriers, no bidding fees, just safer opportunities through dual system verification. Ready to experience the difference? Visit giggenius.io and join Gig Genius today.
Sige, can I ask na about stories behind so you were doing this during college, no? Well, as a graduating year. Hindi ba mahirap because you also have studies, you also have and then what really pushes you to do this? And even now na pag-graduate mo, you're still pushing this forward.
So, Padalan is really a childhood dream as mentioned earlier. So, nandun talaga yung passion ko in sewing. And nung nag-start po ako ng pandemic, so binilhan po ako ng papa ko ng portable sewing machine nung sinabi ko na gustong-gusto ko talagang magkaroon ng sewing machine. And he bought me one. And ayun, nag-start ng maggawa ng scrunchies out of discarded textiles and discarded clothes and nakapagbenta. And then my machine broke. Nasira siya kaagad, sir.
Okay, bakit nasira?
Kasi nung pinakita namin, sir, sa technician, plastic daw po kasi yung mga material ng portable. So, para lang daw siyang laruan. Kaya, mabilis talagang masira.
Pero nagamit mo siya nung
Nagamit lang ng 2 months, sir.
Ay, okay na. Pwede na rin.
Oo, and then pero para sa akin po noon, sir, parang I felt so heartbroken kasi it feels like mamamatay na naman yung dream ko na yun, but yung ayun, mas naniwala si papa sa pangarap ko. So, after a year, binenta niya po yung alaga niyang baka. Uh, he sacrificed his own investment, yung pinalaki niyang baka, just to buy me an industrial sewing machine. And doon na po nag-start yung business. So, nag-accept ako ng mga pag-repair ng clothes. Pero eventually, I stopped kasi parang walang masyado sa heart ko. And then, I found my way back sa paggawa ng scrunchies, accessory, and then nag-start na mag-expand yung product line na accessories. Ayun, mas nandun yung heart ko, and then I was able to discover ng Banuar TBI. So, dun, na-incubate po ako, sir. Nakita nila yung potential
How did they see you? Saan ka na nakita?
Kasi yung professor po namin sa entrepreneurship, sa major namin nung first year, she saw my potential, and then she encouraged me, yung professor namin, na mag-pitch po dito sa TBI. And then I pitched my business, and then they saw the potential, na-incubate po ako. Ayun. And nung before TBI, I just know how to sew and sell, and through TBI, I was able to learn how to build a business. So, tinuruan po nila ako paano maggawa ng, paano mag-pitch, paano mag-operate, all about entrepreneurship. Kaya slowly, I was able to learn it through experience.
Galing. Tsaka nakaka-inspire. Sana mapanood to ng maraming Gen Z.
Yes.
Nabanggit mo lang, no? Nagsimula pala sa scrunchies. Bakit sa tingin mo scrunchies? Mabili ba yan ng mga kabataan? Or ano?
Opo. Kasi, parang hindi man naman siya kasi mainit po dito sa...
Pantali kasi.
Oo, pantali ng buhok. And then, cute kasi daw siya, sir.
Cute.
Ginagawa rin siyang bracelet. And then, ayun.
Actually, oo nga, no? Scrunchies, yan yung practicality, pantali, basically. And still fashion pa rin siya. Style yan yung ginagawa siyang bracelet. Tapos, oo nga naman. Parang compared sa normal na pantali lang. Ginagawa rin yung bracelet pero iba pang scrunchie.
Mas may personality.
Oo, yes. Style siya eh. Napansin mo sa mga kabataan yun ngayon eh. Style siya. It's a style. It's a personality, expression din somehow, By the way, going back sa TBI, I just want to know more. How exactly kanila natulungan sa side ng business? I mean, mentors ba? Or did they connect you to trade fairs? So, ano exactly yung natulong?
So, they provided me mentorship, upskilling training sa pagtatahi po. Tapos, mentorship in marketing, accounting. Tapos, they provided me facility, the space to work. Tapos, tapos, bumili din po sila ng industrial sewing machine and computerized sewing machine to support my production needs. And they are also offering me various opportunities like trade fairs, yung market, tapos networking. Ayun po.
How about sayang sana yung mga TBI kasi feeling ko lang to personal opinion. Malaki ang maiaambag ng online shop na. So maybe the TBI but I think hindi na scope yun ng TBI eh. Yung matulungang mapalawak yung digital marketing reach. And on that, ano yung may efforts ka ba to further boost pa yung online presence like sa Instagram nga or sa TikTok? Kumbaga nagla-live ka ba, kasi I believe, feeling ko while, and by the way, may mga bumili na ba nito outside Ilocos?
Meron.
Nagpapadeliver? Saan ka nakita?
Sa social media din po, sir. And fun fact, sir, meron din pong nakadiscover sa akin na international customer. So, California. Nung nagbakasyon siya dito, sir, nagtitingin siya ng mga pasalubong po doon nung pabalik. And nag-message siya. Tapos meron din pong mga national, meron din po pala sa Hawaii.
Wow.
Oo, mga
Pero
ano,
marami Ilocano
pampasalub
sa Hawaii.
opo, kaya ayun gustong-gusto nila.
Pero perfect nga 'to for
Fun.
pasalubong ng mga foreigner kasi it also has that Filipino foreigner na yun may Filipino siya, blood or wala?
Meron
Meron,
po, yung mother niya daw po.
Ayun, yun. Parang sabi sabi sa inyo, sa mga nakikinig nito, may feel siya ng Filipino family for some
Mm,
reason, So
mm,
baka again, si Padalan Workshop, while binebenta ang item, binebenta din yung nostalgia or yung
mm,
experience or yung longing. Siguro yun nga, kaya siya napabili talaga kasi when he or she saw the this bag ba? Bag ba yung binili niya?
tote
The
bags
tote
po.
bag. Puwede siyang ibigay dun sa maybe sa parent niya. Pero at the
Mm,
same time, may feeling talaga, na at home or
mm,
So, aside from just selling the custom,
mm,
sustainable and the local, I think it has that Filipino nostalgic vibe
mm.
somehow. And sana talaga through this podcast din mapadami pa natin yung online presence, Instagram followers, TikTok. How about sa Shopee, Lazada, mga ganyan? Or hindi?
Sa TikTok shop po sir
TikTok
noon
shop,
meron pero ayun nga, hindi ko po siya nai-manage ng maayos
ah,
kaya nagde-delete po automatically yung mga products na
ah,
pino-post ko. So, and currently kasi po sir na may naka-temporarily break yung Padalan since kaka-graduate lang po sir.
mm.
Eh, ayun, and
Tuloy mo na.
pag mag-come back, ayun,
Tuloy mo na,
magse-set up
tuloy
na
mo
ng
na.
TikTok shop.
Ituloy mo na, tuloy mo na.
Yes.
Ah, if I may ask, kasi feeling ko baka lang, through this podcast, malay mo makakuha tayo ng investor, ganyan. Open ka
Mm,
ba sa gano'ng idea na may mga investor para magkaroon ng capital para, um, one, sweldo mo sa sarili mo
mm,
and para ma-jumpstart pa yung business.
mm,
Two, maybe, machine kung kailangan pa or
mm,
whatever or parang presence sa mga trade fairs. Kasi, isa 'to sa mga honestly, nung naka-300 plus episodes na start na podcast, isa 'to sa mga gusto ko talagang i-promote pa at i-push pa na startups.
mm,
Ano ang tingin mo sa thought na more support, more funding, more
mm. Right now sir, hindi pa po ako ready na magkaroon ng investor but kapag mas nakapag-build na po ako ng system and mas matutuhan ko na po paano talaga mag-manage financially, mas maging financially sustainable, dun na po ako mag-a-accept ng investors.
Very good answer. Galing, galing. Um, yeah, what is the biggest challenge? But I think medyo nakuwento mo naman na so
Hmm,
sa mula nung this is a childhood dream,
mm,
and then college, entrepreneurship, and
mm,
then graduation, and then ngayon you're still pushing it forward.
mm.
Ano yung naging pinaka-challenge, on developing and creating this startup?
Personally sir, I am a differently abled person po kasi
Hmm,
I have scoliosis, 40 plus
hmm.
degrees scoliosis and that limits my physical capabilities to continue or manage my business. Kasi ang intensive po ng demands sa business, tapos sa academics po noon, tapos ayun, mabilis mapagod yung katawan ko. So, that has been the
So
one of the
you
challenges.
you can hire or something,
Yeah.
you can hire yung mga naggagawa. You
Oo.
can be the person, the manager, ikaw
Mm,
na mina-manage. Do you see
mm.
that task na
Opo, mga
oo,
part-timers,
oo.
gano'n
But you still
or
have to train them, right?
yes, pero I have connections naman din po sir na may mga friends po ako na marunong magtahi. So, konting training lang and then ayun.
So puwede maging path I'm just thinking yung path na puwedeng mangyari. So
Hmm,
sa ngayon, after graduation, maging full-time mo siya muna. Puwedeng
mm,
mag-job ka, then you
mm,
do this part-time
mm,
since puwede mo lang i-manage kasi you have the actual producers,
mm,
mina-manage mo lang and
mm,
then puwede paunti-unti, hire ka paunti-unti. And then 'pag nabuo mo na yung system, get more capital, have more capital,
mm,
apply sa mga government funding, 'di
mm,
ba? And then hire more, build more, and
hmm,
then but at the same time, the more demand. Kailangan
hmm.
mapantayan nung
Oo,
demand. So maybe more marketing nga
oo,
rin, more
efforts.
appearance online. But yeah, I really think it's promising. It's really, really
Thank you
promising.
sir.
The naman, ano yung pinaka naging success, in your opinion, ng Padalan Workshop along the years developing this? Ano yung naging parang milestone, kumbaga?
Alin ba dun?
Parang ano yung pinaka naging satisfying for you dito sa journey na to on creating Padalan Workshop?
Um, Ano ba?
Even yung parang actually, many startups are, kumbaga, hindi naging profitable, ganyan. Pero the fact na may nabuong product, may
Mm.
natulungan, may
Mm.
napasayang customer, may ganyan. So, yeah, those things.
Ayun po, yung to see how satisfied my customers are and how they express kung paano nila gustong-gusto yung product na nabili nila sa akin and yung quality, gano'n. Dun po talaga ako mas nasa-satisfy or naha-happy po talaga, and that what keeps me driven. Ayun po, aside from yung mga milestones or achievements that I had by yung Padalan workshop, yun talaga yung kina-consider ko na
Oo.
na fulfilling.
Education is evolving, and so are we. Introducing School Tech by Edfolio, your all-in-one school management solution. Built for schools of all sizes, School Tech bridges the gap between school and learning management. Driven by passion, School Tech makes educational technology accessible, affordable, and easy to use for schools everywhere. With an integrated approach, School Tech simplifies management across different departments and enhances efficiency in operations. School Tech transforms the way schools manage, teach, and learn. School Tech, taking school management solutions to the next level.
Running a business? Make it smarter with Red Circle Global. Streamline operations, boost productivity, and manage everything in one powerful ERP system. Book your free business demo today at redcircleglobal.com, guided by one of our top experts.
Speaking of that, what do you see for Padalan Workshop? Let's be visionaries here. Ano yung nakita mong vision for Padalan Workshop? Yun nga, maybe established na yung may boutique, established online presence, may mga bumibili, may mga nagpapa-order, and then, yeah, what do you see, kumbaga, moving forward? Maybe in, let's say, in 7 years.
In 7 years. Ina-envision ko pa talaga yung Padalan is to become one of the leading sustainable accessories brand in the Philippines. Ayun, mas napopromote yung upcycling, yung cultural heritage, not only in Ilocos Norte but also beyond. And yung pinaka nilulook forward ko talaga is yung employ po ako ng marginalized sectors, kasi nasa heart ko po yung mag-employ ng PWDs, senior citizens, single parents, students, to support them sa livelihood nila, sir. Ayun.
Ang dami na niyan, ha? Anim na na-identify natin na concept dito. Number 1, custom design, custom touch. Number 2, upcycling, sustainable. Number 3, local culture. Number 4, it's not just the item but the experience. Kumbaga yung the sewing bar, Number 5, yun ng Filipino homey vibes. When you buy it, you feel the nostalgia, the Philippine family. And ito nga, number 6, inclusivity din. So, the marginalized sector, giving opportunities. So, parang tama nga naman, you can hire differently abled people. And you can train them. And then you manage them. And then, buo ang negosyo ng Padalan Workshop. Ayun. Thank you very much,
Thank you so
Ederlyn,
much,
for sharing your story. Actually, promise, kanina mula nung interview ko sa Ilocancia Anli Weave, iniisip ko rin, hindi lang kasi weaving, hindi lang textile, hindi lang damit, hindi lang fashion. Other stuff, Filipino culture, pottery, weaving, yung we are saying namamatay na or parang but we can actually revive it by connecting. And maybe isa pang principle dito, we are saying na yung mga farmers, they are an aging population, mga weavers, they're an aging population. But kailangan magkaroon ng more Gen Z or young farmers or young weavers or young mga nagtatangkilik ng ganitong mga fashion or items. And I think sobrang inspiring, sana may mga Gen Z na makanood nito. Inspiring makakita ng Gen Z na kumbaga you are pinapractice mo and you are a fan and you are binubuhay mo actually ang Filipino fabric or Filipino culture. So, maybe sa mga startups tulad nito, mas maibalik natin ang Filipino culture. So, ayun nga, no, cultural heritage meets modern design. And then the economy becomes sustainable again kasi mas mabibili yung mga traditional cultural items na local, very local. Ayun, if our listeners want to know more about you or Padalan Workshop, maybe meron gusto mag-partner or collaborate, help boost pa the business, Padalan Workshop. So how can they connect with you? Maybe you can lead them to website, Facebook, wherever.
So you can follow us and connect with us on our social media pages, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. And you could also reach us through our pop-up and trade fair events within the province pa lang ngayon. Ayun.
Yeah, pero baka next time nagtutour ka na, no? Sa
Yes, manifesting.
Manila, Cebu, Davao, Mindanao, and baka yung sewing bar, what do you call again? Sorry?
Padalan Costume Bar, sir.
Padalan Costume Bar ay makita natin nagpa-pop up kung saan man parte ng Pilipinas.
Yeah.
And maybe sa Hawaii.
Hopefully.
Ayun, sige, thank you very much
Thank you so much.
for this
So much,
podcast.
sir.
Ayun, salamat. Thank you.
Thank you very much to our 67 patrons. This episode is super powered by ASLEX PH Academy, our official e-learning partner. Get certifications on Lean Six Sigma, project management, data science, and more. Pahatid PH, B2B logistics solutions provider specializing in third-party logistics, micro-warehousing, and micro-fulfillment services. Digital Workforce Group, connecting Filipino professionals with global opportunities and helping businesses scale through recruitment, remote staffing, executive search, and more. Nascent Batteries, energy technology startup specializing in sodium-ion battery technology as a safer, more sustainable alternative to conventional batteries. Level Up Talent Solutions, delivering Lean Pro talents, highly trained, AI-ready, business-savvy professionals who plug into your operations and power your growth. Agile Data Solutions, the Philippines' fastest-growing market insights tech company with its data-gathering platform Hustle PH. Cloud CFO, expert accounting, tax, and payroll services for SMEs and startups, using smart technology to deliver actionable financial insights. Architect Space Solutions, provider of ground station services, space data analytics, and technology supplies to grow the Philippines' role in the global space ecosystem. DV Code Technologies Incorporated, IT solutions specializing in software development, blockchain smart contracts, digital wallets, and cybersecurity. Argum AI makes smarter decisions by presenting both sides of an issue as argued by two distinct AI models. Pixel by ePlayment, turn content into opportunity, grow deeper connections, and earn more. Only with Pixel. Sign up at pixel.eplayment.co. School of Profits, Filipino-led community for aspiring freelancers, VAs, agency builders, and online earners. Built to help you start, grow, and earn online together. Founders Launchpad, our ecosystem partner. Early-stage accelerator providing venture capital funding, operational support, and mentorship. Hire Business Solutions, provider of the most configurable cloud-based payroll system in the Philippines. SmileChecks, streamline hiring and onboarding with automated background checks. Wonderbrand, data science-driven brand strategy and design for emerging markets. This episode is powered by Airship Logistics, Pareto Consulting, Josie AI, Uplift Codecam, Board Prep, Kansan Barley, East Point Business Outsourcing Services, Filipina Home-Based Moms, Hex Colony, Sugbo Doc, Algacon Aquafeeds, One Algae, Grey Wolf Technologies Philippines, and Sirius MD. Support the podcast through the links in the description.